Time traveling is one of the most exciting, fascinating, as well as the extraordinary topics in the physics. But can we make that time traveling dream a reality? When you hear the word time traveling, most of you will imagine backward time traveling. It means going to past across the time. But time traveling is having two main branches, and they are backward time traveling and forward time traveling. So today I'm going to talk about the forward time traveling, also known as time traveling to the future. And also today I will discuss about most fascinating as well as exciting theories which are enriching this topic for time traveling. When we talk about this forward time traveling, we can identify several theories which are enriching this topic, which is called forward time traveling, also known as time traveling to the future. The very first theory is time dilation. Actually, I have already uploaded a comprehensive video including each and every facts regarding the time dilation. I will place the link of that video in the description and you can go through that also. Here, I will summarize this topic, time dilation, in order to fill the gaps of today's video. So what is this time dilation? That is one of the most fascinating outcomes of Einstein's special theory of relativity. So I will explain it very simply. Think that somebody is traveling with a supermassive speed. When he do so, his time will indicate slowly. But this is not an ordinary speed. To get the real outcome of the time dilation, the motion must be with a speed close to the speed of the light, that is 186,000 miles per second. Now think that you have a spaceship and it can obtain a speed which close to the 95% of the speed of the light. Then if you travel with that speed in space during 10 years, that time period will be 10 years for you. But that time period will be 32 years for your friend who is in the earth. If it is so, when you come back to the earth, now you are in the future and you have done forward time traveling. The theoretical phenomena for this incident is your time has gone slower than the time of your friend who was in the earth. But this is only a theoretical thing. When scientists attempt to do this practically, they come across so many issues. According to the Einstein's physics, when an object, I will name that object as a spaceship for our convenience. When a spaceship come closer to the speed of the light, its mass get enhanced. Due to this enhancement of the mass, it needs more fuel to get the power for the journey. Now what will happen due to this extra fuel? Yes, it causes further mass enhancement. So what is the conclusion? We can never ever do this time traveling using ordinary fuel which we use for our day-to-day works. According to the researchers of this field, this motion has to be done with aid of anti-gravity forces. But that is extra complex procedure, and by the day of this video get published, we don't have any spaceship powered by anti-gravity forces. Anyhow, people who are working in the International Space Station experience this time dilation daily. Since the International Space Station move very fast around the Earth orbit, the time of ISA goes slower than Earth's time. So during any live stream of ISA, they do the program considering that time gap also. Because of that, if any scientist come to the Earth after spending a very long time inside the ISA, he has done forward time traveling a bit. Here we talked about the outcomes of special theory of relativity who came to aid forward time traveling. Not only that, the general theory of relativity is also aiding this forward time traveling. With respect to this phenomena, time goes slow in the places which are having higher gravitational fields. It means if you spend a considerable time in a planet like Jupiter and return to the Earth, you have done forward time traveling in a certain extent. This scenario is vividly shown in Interstellar movie. I invite you all to watch that also. But to aggregate the real significant effort, we need to have gravitational field like the gravitational field of black holes. Here, a person must go to such a place which is having a super high gravitational field, and he needs to stay there for a considerable time, and he needs to return back to the Earth safely. But still, we don't have spaceships and astronaut kits which can withstand such a heavy gravitational field. Our existing spacecraft can get smashed and can get exploded to the tiny pieces due to such a super high gravitational field. Because of this theoretical thing limits only for the science frictions due to the lack of technology. Do you agree with me if I say that there is a species of animal who can do this for time traveling without having any technology? These animals are bears, and their method is hibernation sleep. They use this method to skip the heavy winter periods. If you have watched the films like Prometheus and Interstellar, you know this theory very well. When this method hibernation sleep is used for the human, they are made to sleep inside specially created sleeping capsules, and each and every process inside the body are slowed down with aid of medicine. But still, this is also a theoretical phenomena. The reason is still we can't do this hibernation sleep and slowing down the internal processes of our body without harming our internal organs, especially our brain. Because of that, we have to put this theory inside the concepts. So I think you have seen that this technique is used inside so many movies related to the time traveling. If we can do this practically, we can effectively use this method for the very long space journeys. So this hibernation sleeping period can be considered as a time traveling period. But even at the present, bears can do this hibernation sleeping without any scientific aid. When winter comes, they eat well and go inside their caves and they sleep. This is not an ordinary sleep, but it is a hibernation sleep. They sleep at the beginning of winter and wake up when winter ends. So they skip the whole winter and time travel to the spring very healthily. Unfortunately, this beautiful skill of bears are not available inside human beings. Now I'm going to bring you to a very special milestone. Using any of previously described method, we can't go to any predetermined place or time in future or in past. In nutshell, we can't perform any time jump using previously described techniques. But there's a special theory which enables time travelers to do this time jump, and that theory is known as Einstein-Rosen-Bridge theory. That is a theory which belongs to Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen. Here, a shortcut. A time tunnel is created connecting two points of space and time. Anyhow, this has to be done in a 4D or greater dimension space. The reason for inability of doing this in a 3D space is the time is not being a dimension in 3-dimension space. In this theory, space-time is bent and the exact point where we need to time travel is being tallied to our present point. The traveling path is a time tunnel and it is also known as a wormhole. But this is not a very simple theory. I need to do a separate video in order to describe this wormhole theory, and you can expect that in future. If we can do this thing in our real world, we can do the time traveling with much pleasure as it shows in movies. But theoretically, these wormholes are very tiny holes. It means even a kitten can't be sent through these wormholes. Moreover, the wormholes which are created by the scientists are very unstable. It means they can't make these wormholes open and stable during the determined period of time traveling journey. But the theories of quantum physics says that this wormhole stabilization can be done using antimatter. But there is another issue. The available antimatter is in the atomic level. That available power of atomic level antimatter is not sufficient to do this wormhole stabilization. But scientists do not like to give their effort up. They keep doing research until they can do the time traveling. Those scientists say that the most possible available methods of doing this time travel are wormhole method and the hibernation sleep. So they are working very hard to reach their goal. So that is why I said the time traveling is one of the most exciting topics in the contemporary research pool. So what will happen if we can do the time traveling? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I would like to know your ideas and you can express them in the comment section. So this is my forward time traveling video. I think I was able to give you very precious knowledge, and next week I will upload my video regarding the backward time traveling. Until that, I invite all of you to share my content and help to the betterment of my YouTube channel. And also you can join with my Telegram group and we can discuss about this fascinating topics. So until we meet with another video, I'm going to wind up this session. I am Madhujit Sagara.